Alright, so let's get a couple things straight. Yes, this is recording while I am driving, period. But as you can see, my hands are not on the phone. The phone is hanging up on the window, and I am paying attention to the road. I'll look over occasionally, but I promise I'm not going to do anything dangerous. Now that we're past that, I'm trying to remember what I said in my last, actual blog post about directing as my new journey, which it is, and it's been very awesome and very interesting. So I am now directing 2 of the 1X for this evening of 1X that we're doing. The first one is called Open. It's by Donald Miller. The second one is A Second Serving of Salt by David Hawley. Both of them have to do with exploring different aspects in a relationship. Open is about 2 gay men, kind of at the end, at least in my interpretation, at the end of their relationship, and they've had an open relationship. And if you don't know what that means, which I completely understand, an open relationship is where basically you have each other, you love each other, but if something happens with another person, it's not, horrible. Everybody knows about it, everybody has agreed on it, nobody is left out of the loop. So it's a really good show to explore, especially after the Supreme Court decision a couple of months ago. Like I said, it's about 2 gay men, and with the decision to legalize, or not even legalize, just to recognize that marriage for gay men and gay women was already an inherent right in the Constitution. Taking that and then looking at this conversation that these 2 people are having, so often gay men and women, and I can't really speak to women, so I'm just going to speak about men here. Gay men will use the fact that they could have an open relationship to always have somebody there. You can always find somebody else. You can always have that companionship that you want, whatever that is, whether it's, a sexual relationship, whether it's, a sugar daddy, or, whatever. So it's really fun. I've got a great cast for it. It's just 2 people. Rob Hansen, who I know from doing a lot of community theater with, but is an amazing actor, and Ryan Scott Foisey, who's a local professional actor and director and producer here in St. Louis. They just kind of, the very first read-through, God, they clicked so well. It was amazing. And then we had our first blocking rehearsal for that, and I'm really pleased already with the progress that we've made. It's really fantastic. As I said, the other play that I'm directing is called A Second Serving of Salt. It's about the beginnings of a relationship, but it's got a bit of an interesting twist to it. It's the main woman, actually the only woman, it's another 2-person show. The one woman in it, she is a widow who was married to a sailor for a very long time. The other character, the gentleman, he is a sailor who's been away at sea for a very long time. And he found out that this woman's husband had died, and he's like, well, I'm going to go get her. Interesting twist. They were basically high school sweethearts. I feel like the show takes place somewhere, late 70s to early 90s, so there's really not so, and I'm not familiar, it takes place in the UK, so I'm not as familiar with their system of schooling over there as I am with the United States, obviously. But, I'm just super, super excited. And now, the biggest thing for me... Oh, I'm sorry. Let me backtrack here a bit. We had our first read-through, and I didn't have a word, really, to say about anything. Just I gave them my thoughts and my ideas, what I want to kind of start doing with the lighting, things that I'm exploring character-wise, overall character-wise. And they're just two fantastic people. Gwyneth Rausch, who is a transplant from the UK to St. Louis, does professional commercial work, professional theater work, community theater work, just I guess whatever she feels like doing. I wish I had the freedom to do that. The other gentleman in this one, his name is Mike Thompson. He's a new actor to the stage, and if I remember correctly, he's the voice of the Rams, or a Rams announcer, or something like that. So his voice is just smooth as butter almost. I mean, it's just so awesome. And their chemistry after one read was just wonderful, absolutely wonderful. So now I'm in the stages of trying to figure out costuming, and with a second serving of salt, how I want to kind of block the show. And I definitely have some very solid ideas. I don't want to give anything away. I think I've already given too much of the plots of the shows away, as they are. But now I'm into that challenge of how do I costume this? And it's not something I had thought about as much as I should have, and I regret that. But as I'm going forward, I'm kind of figuring out, well, who are these characters and what's going to represent them the best. So, and it's not easy directing even a 10-minute when you have to kind of take all of these things into consideration. I am, in this case, I don't have a whole team. I've got a stage manager, Andrew Schaff, who's a friend of mine and has done a lot of theater. But overall, I have to figure out the lighting, and I have to figure out, all of this set being very minimal. I think I have a table, a couple chairs for salt, and a couch, and maybe a table for open. And then the sound, and picking the music beforehand, and just all these things. And just for 10 minutes, I'm amazed at the amount of work already that I have to put in. But I guess that's just kind of how it goes. And I can't wait to sink my teeth into something longer. Preview, I'm thinking about producing a 30-minute one act next year. But yeah, I'm really excited. I really wish that person would have stayed in the lane they said they were going to. It's the one thing about driving. But I'm so excited to kind of get these off the ground. And if I could get away with just the one rehearsal for both of them, I would. But I really want to make sure that what I'm putting up there on the stage is representative of the vision that I have in my head. And like I said, I have fantastic actors. I'm so pleased, and I'm so incredibly humbled to have had people who are so talented agree to be in these two plays. I can't wait. I hope everybody comes out to see them. It's October 23rd and 24th at the Theater Guild of Webster Groves in Webster Groves, St. Louis, Missouri. 8 p.m. I think we're selling tickets for $5 at the door. And I do believe the playwrights are going to try and get out to see them. So if you're there on one of the nights that they happen to be there, let them know what you thought of their work. I know that, we as creative people love the feedback. So thanks guys for watching. I decided decided to do a vlog today instead of a blog post. Probably works out better for me anyways. So thanks guys. Bye.